Good morning and thanks for watching FSC TV. Alongside John Kristovich, I'm Kenzie Council. Today we cover scholarship opportunities given to student groups on Florida Southern, motorcycle manufacturers taking a ride for suicide prevention, and the NFL season opens with a betting surge, only on the Weekly at 10, which starts right now.
From Studio A on the campus of Florida Southern College, this is FSC TV.
1 month after the fall 2021 FSC CARES protocols took effect, Florida Southern has reported 2.65% of positive COVID cases among students. That's 17 of 642 students, according to the FSC COVID-19 dashboard as of Wednesday at noon. 5 of those reported cases were reported from the on-campus CVS testing clinic at the band shell. Students whose records shown as unknown or unvaccinated status received an email over the weekend with a scheduled appointment date and time. Those student population groups are required to participate in the testing at the on-campus site every other week for the duration of the semester, or until they are fully vaccinated. The full FSC CARES plan is available for reference on the official FSC website.
There have been 15 new scholarships established at Florida Southern, covering different majors like accounting, music, computer science, and education. Some of the new scholarships also cover men's basketball and ministries. One of the donors is Dr. Larry Sledge, who served as the director of the Lakeland Choral Society for 23 years. His scholarship is one of 5 music and performance grants. They begin at $25,000 and will be spread over the next 5 years. To get more information or to apply for the Endowed scholarships, contact the Office of Development. It is now time for your Southern Spotlight. It's our returning segment ending your Florida Southern news until our daily 2-minute show airs at noon. FSC TV, in partnership with SGA, is giving you a look ahead at the return of one campus favorite event.
Hey Mocs, and welcome back to another Southern Spotlight. I'm your host, Gretchen Ferraci, bringing you the news on all things SGA. Senator applications have closed and voting will be open Monday, September 20th through Wednesday, the 22nd. Be sure to cast your vote for the senators you want to represent you. Voting will be open on Engage. Make your voice heard. Additionally, the Farmers Market will be back on campus September 22nd in Winnie's Bistro from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Don't forget that the Farmers Market is available through the use of your meal plan. We hope to see you there. Lastly, be sure to visit our Student Government Executive Board members during their designated office hours. Our Executive Board wants nothing more than to hear from you personally. Office hours for each of our officers can be found on Engage and the SGA social media pages. That's all we have for you this time, Mocs. May the Mocs be with you.
The women's soccer team lost 2 games this week to Texas A&M International and the University of West Florida. Both games ended with a score of 1-0. Goalkeeper Jenny Staten shined despite the losses, setting a new record for consecutive scoreless minutes with over 432 minutes of shutout soccer. The team will be back in action this Saturday as they take on Palm Beach Atlantic at home. The men's team picked up their first victory of the season as they defeated Shorter University 4-0, the first victory in head coach Ashley Holmes' career. The women's golf team returned to play as Natalie Svensson led the team to a 5th place finish at the South Regional Preview hosted by Nova Southeastern. Svensson finished 7th individually in the tournament, recording 7 birdies in the final round to climb the leaderboard. The team will compete next at Lander University on September 27th. The volleyball team opened up their season with 3 consecutive victories at the Rollins Invitational this past weekend. For her efforts in the Mocs victories, junior Beatrice Formalon was named the SSC Defensive Player of the Week for the first time in her career. The team will return home this Saturday as they take on Eckerd College at 7 p.m.
As the first day of autumn quickly approaches, one Lakeland venue isn't waiting to host their favorite event. Howe's 820 is giving an early welcome to the season with their quarterly market Friday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. at their location on North Massachusetts Avenue. To celebrate the event's return, organizers choose an all-out fall frenzy theme. Local artisan vendors, food trucks, and favorites like Cobb and Penn will be in attendance. Previous markets have welcomed over 500 guests and 40 vendors.
Lakeland Harley-Davidson is putting wheels on the ground to spread awareness for a nationwide pursuit next weekend. The motorcycle company is hosting Ride Out of the Darkness, an escorted suicide awareness and prevention ride to honor those lost to suicide and those who are currently struggling and in need of resources. September is annually recognized as National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month to open dialogue surrounding suicide and other mental health resources. The ride is scheduled to begin next Saturday at 10 a.m., followed by a cookout at Davidson's Lakeland headquarters. Ride registration begins at $20. If you or someone you know is facing a crisis, available resources include the FSC Counseling Center or the National Suicide Hotline, which is available 24/7.
To show appreciation to their fans and gain support for their players, the Tampa Bay Rays are selling $10 tickets and discounted concessions. These prices will be applied to the last 10 home games of the regular season, beginning with tonight's 7-10 game against the Detroit Tigers. The reduced ticket price seating areas are reduced to sections 129 to 149, including the party deck. Tickets are limited and only available through the MLB Ballpark app and RaysBaseball.com. It is recommended to buy the tickets in advance.
Last Thursday, the Florida Supreme Court agreed to hear a challenge to a 2011 preemptive state law that threatens penalties if public officials approve gun-related regulations at their local level. A handful of local governments filed the legal challenge after the 2018 mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Firearm laws mandated by the state government has barred local governments from enacting stricter regulations on guns and ammunition since 1987. Local public officials could face penalties including $5,000 in fines and potential removal from office. While the trial court sided with the local governments, the appeals court overturned it. However, no date has been set for oral arguments.
Food delivery companies are suing New York City after a local government decision made fee caps permanent. Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats filed the lawsuit last Thursday seeking damages and a restriction against the fee caps. These caps were originally put in place during the beginning of the pandemic to protect restaurants after they were forced to close their dining rooms. Under the current rules, delivery platforms are barred from charging restaurants over 15% for orders and additional 5% for other fees like marketing. DoorDash representatives stated the restrictions were a dangerous government overreach, while the New York Law Department claims the decision is legally sound.
Sports betting hit record numbers last week as the NFL opened the 2021 season. According to GeoComply Solutions, a geolocation company, there were over 6 million transactions between Thursday and Sunday. The transactions increased by 126% compared to the same period during the 2020 season. 26 states and the District of Columbia have legalized sports betting 3 years after the Supreme Court initially allowed it. However, while bookmakers and others in the betting business are excited at the uptick of sports betting, some worry about a corresponding uptick in problematic or addictive gambling.
A new study finds that cows can be potty trained as fast as toddlers. Originally a question made half-jokingly, the scientists trained 10 out of 16 calves using sweet food as a reward and squirting the cows gently with cold water as punishment. Training these legendary cows to relieve themselves in a specific location may have future implications on lowering pollution and contamination created by livestock waste. While it may not impact the gas methane pollutions cows are known for, trained cows would make waste management easier and lower the amount of waste that can taint water supplies or cause acid rain.
That's your news for this week. Alongside Kenzie Council, I'm John Kristovich. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday at 10.